Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and MPs. Happy Tuesday. Happy DNF Duel launch day if you're playing that. I'm not, because fighting games are kind of not my thing really anymore. Anyway. Is what it is. So, hope you're all doing well. I'm doing great, and it's about time we moved on to Stormbringer. Stormbringer? No, Stormblood. Stormbringer is something entirely different. Never mind that. Ignore me. Stormblood. Yes. So, as is my want, every time I start a new expansion in this game, I have to, of course, show off and talk about the introductory movie. So we'll watch that now. From my memory, people's general impressions of Stormblood is that it's the weakest expansion of the 4 post-Realm Reborn. Now, you've got, obviously, the High Company of Shadowbringers and Envelope, which everyone loves. So, that's unfortunate. But I have a couple of theories as to why that might be, even though I haven't started yet. And granted, this is entirely pure speculation on my part, so take it with a pinch of salt. But first off, we're essentially going into a new city area, a new part of the world, that we have heard a bit about before prior to this. Alamigo, Garabania, even Ugiri having come from Doma and such, they've been mentioned and name drops a fair few times. But the difference between that and Ishgard is that we were going to Ishgard for quite a while prior to Heaven's War starting up. From as early as around level 40. Not to Ishgard specifically, but at least to the surrounding areas such as Camp Dragonhead, where we got to meet characters like Horchifon, for example. So the build-up to that was happening for a while. And indeed, in the earliest part of Realm Reborn, there is a cutscene in which Gaius Van Belsar, everyone's favourite Darth Vader impersonator, he talks about, the war with the dragons in Midgard-Sama destroying the Imperial flagship and such. So we get all that build-up for it. And there doesn't feel like there's been as much build-up for what's going on here. Now, yes, of course, what's been happening with, the Griffin and all that has been the post-patch, post 3.0 content. But at the same time, it feels thinner than the amount of build-up we got for Heaven's Ward. And I can't really place in my mind, and maybe this is just me admittedly, what makes, Girabania and Alamigo stand out, in terms of how they look visually. The people, for example, you can tell Ishgardian soldiers and people from a mile off from the way they dress in their robes or armour. Alamigo and Girabania, not so much. Yeah, people will be like, well, the refugees, of course. So I don't know. I will also freely admit this is not the first time I've watched this introductory video, but part of my concern about this particular expansion is that I don't think this opening movie tells us a whole lot. We had the motivation of going into Ishgard because of the ending of Realm Reborn, where we were, framed for murder and all that. And here we're just kind of going there because, well, we've got to see what happened after Shinryu and Omega had their dust up in the air. So yeah, the narrative and dramatic motivation, drive behind things, it doesn't feel as strong going into Stormblood as it did going into Heaven's Ward. But we'll see. I'm going to go in it with an open mind. Shouts to Paralilium in chat. Hope you're doing alright. You wrecked my house! It was, I mean, I know Samurai are meant to be a pretty strong DPS class, but that's overkill. Better pay for that. Ugiri and Gosetsu why are we up here? It's not safe up here! Well, I suppose if the Empire wants a fight, then it'll get one, won't it? But yeah, like I don't know. That introduction movie was nice looking and all that, but I don't feel it tells us very much about the story. We don't see anything about like Shinryu or Omega, and also it seems to emphasize like the samurai class, which okay, fair enough. But I just think back to Heaven's Ward and like you had all the new classes there, like the Dark Knight, and they didn't show up in that all. The only new class or the only class they painted was the Dragoon, and that's because it was story motivated to bring up the Dragoon in that. I don't know. I'm being probably overly critical already, and I should really just sort of say temper my expectations here. Just because it's apparently the weakest of the expansions for Final Fantasy XIV doesn't make it bad. That's a relative term, it being the weakest, of course. So we'll see. But yeah, the Heaven's Ward one was super strong in my opinion. You've got the follow-up from the Aftermath of Realm Reborn and like emphasizing the Dragoon specifically when that wasn't a new class. I thought that was a neat touch. Anyway, we're in Mordana because the main story quest line picks up here. Presumably everyone in the Rising Stone's thinking, oh, fuck. So let's go and have a word with everyone and see how we're going to go and start firefighting this mess we've ended up in. Alphanel's got that look on his face. It's like the coming out of the resonance cascade in Half-Life. Oh shit, we fucked up now, haven't we?
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal?
Not well, I suspect.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Has Alphino's voice got a little deeper compared to last time? I'm not sure.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
Tastru, she enjoys every bit of her work. Always got a little flourish to it. You're all idiots, and this is all your fault.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
Give it a new lick of paint and everything.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
Oh boy.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lise. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lise's, given her personal connection to the Resistance.
Finally, she's going to be useful instead of just being written out of the game entirely.
To broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo, assuming you are willing, of course.
She's literally going to punch the Scion's like wax seal into a piece of paper.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
I mean, he did well with Ishgard and a dragon, you know.
But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Nope, got prayer appointments. Sorry, end of game. Bye! You know, I could try and pretend I've got other things to be doing, but nah.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavours are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Everyone keeps forgetting I'm a white mage. No one gives me respect for being a dragoon. No one gives me respect for being a white mage, honestly.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things.
That obviously is going to be Thancred!
I
No!
guess you have no objections.
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
Just in case they actually arrive at the Waking Sands.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
Is he going to be watching Arianger, like, trying to read, like, you know, backstabbing 101, and it's like, don't do that shit again.
Let us each see to our preparations.
Some poor bastard in that group has been taking notes on minutes. Also, new quest accepted tune. Dun dun dun. Well, if I'm not mistaken, then we're off to Gridania. Or we will be in just a moment. Alright, Alpha, I'll call for the Uber, we'll get over there.
Ready, my friend? Well then, Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
It's going to be a crater by the end of Stormblood, I can just see it now. It's just tempting fate! Stop it! Honestly! I'm going to get back, it's just going to be smouldering and Tasha's going to be completely covered from soot. It's like, I didn't do it! I didn't do it, I swear!
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You haven't been around for ages anyway, Yugiri. It's fine. Go do what you need to do.
I've stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
I have a question. Can Gosetsu fit through doors in this place? Like, does he have to go side on like this when going through?
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's Toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Gosetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
We've got to film the new expansion trailer, an opening movie.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Gosetsu definitely does not have an inside voice.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate together. Just you wait.
As long as no one poisons my drink again! Every single time.
Fare you well.
Laters. Is Lise getting a new outfit? Of course she's getting a new outfit. Tatsuri needs to have her own reality TV show where she just gives everyone makeovers. Called it. That coat's pretty snazzy. Oh, she waved us goodbye. How cute. Right, Gritania it is then. Let's get on over there. I will say this though. I was saying that there hadn't been too much build-up to what's been going on, or what relatively feels like too much build-up, but they have been gradually introducing the Empire back in as the preeminent bad guys, like with them turning up at Aziz's Lair, for example, in the End of Heaven's Ward. So it makes perfect sense with the dragon stuff now dealt with to bring them back as the primary villains. I mean, them being gone for a time because of, you know, the death of Baelsar and the destruction of Ulster weapon. Perfect sense. Ooh, what's going on here? Well, you know, I am a samurai. Chopping down a tree makes perfect sense. That's what that sword's for. Anyway. As I was saying, though, it makes sense for the Empire to be back as the enemies now. They have always been the main villains, apart from the Ascians. And having licked their wounds for long enough, bringing them back now makes perfect sense. Oh, I was wondering why I'd gone black for a little bit then. Ah, I see. It's just unfortunate they couldn't make the map more high-res, but I like the idea of it, even though it doesn't have the obvious Indiana Jones theme tune. Da-da-da-da!
Crossing the border. Standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scion.
There we go, we literally crossed the border right there, that little dividing line. And then we see the Ishgardians are there as well.
Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood. Something bad happened there with something going straight through that mountain. Look at that hole there. That's great. Dun dun dun. Will be bought with flames and blood. A bit of Stormblood, you might say. Take a moment to see through our gear and get on our way. Hey Roban, been a while.
Hey, Sid, my boy! Do 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 do. Right. Well, with this being a new area that I haven't yet attuned any of my the Etherites to, sorry, the Ethercurrents to, there'll be no flying, so let's just get on my way. Hopefully don't get attacked by too many things. An evil tree. Yeah, to no one's surprise, they've the monsters here have got a fair bit of health. It is tuned for like you're coming out of decent gear at the end of Heaven's Ward, not just simply skipping straight through. Alright, towards the Ascend then. Naturally, of course, there are giant insects everywhere. Well, we are, see if we can find the Evercurrent while we're here, actually. Not sure I can get out of this riverbed at this particular point. Fair enough. Barely been here 5 minutes and already all the wildlife wants to kill me. A lesser Gagar, that thing's huge! Yep, straight east then. See what we can find. I guess it's the top of that rock. He really does want me dead today. Yeah, definitely can't be far away now. There it is. It's good to know, anime, that I will probably have, like, passed this while following the rest of the Scions, knowing my luck. Anyway, let's go catch up with them, see what they're doing. Nah. The Empire overcompensates a bit, I get the impression. But again, we're getting that thing that I saw in Heaven's Ward, where you get your landmarks, you get them set up pretty early on, so you can get like a visual flavour of the area. Nice, I'll bring our Chocobo along for this. See, it looks like I was going to pass it anyway, and I just kind of jumped the gun a little bit, but never mind. There's also an experience bonus to that fate, so I'm going to go definitely deal with that. Hey, we got Doc in the chat. How's it going, Doc? Yep, this is Stormblood. Stormblood. Yeah, let's go see that fate. If it's given an experience bonus, this would be fools not to have a look at it. So far, so good. Again, if these are the lesser versions of these critters, I wonder what the big versions are like. Nice one, someone's giving us a bit of a hand here. Thank you, Tiny Lala Man. Also, he has a tiny chocobo, and that's amazing. Thanks, Mr. Beachcomber. Alright. Ah, yeah, we're on the threshold of a new area by the look of it. Sorry about that, just had to kill off the entirety of the local bird population. Don't know why. Just felt like it. Ah, so, you know, if you want to use glamour prisms to turn your, like, massive suit of plate mail into a bikini, or use it to disguise your hidden resistance, like, you know, headquarters, both are equally applicable. I'm not even criticizing, I think that's quite fun. Of course, the thing that would probably give the game away is the fact there's water piling out in this direction. But anyway. Let's head to Ralga's Reach. Yeah, we don't stick out at all.
I remember the old stories. How the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow.
Ah, this is the place from the opening movie.
Ralga's Reach, a holy place, and a fitting home for the resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
That dude has a cool coat. I said before, by the way, that it was difficult to make out, like, the... how do I put it, the culture of Alamigo and such, because, like, of their dress. Because when we've seen them before, they're just like regular people. For Ul'dah, that is. But I've seen some of the soldiers here now, and they've got, like, those bat ears almost on them. Let's mark them out as different. So that's a neat detail. Yeah, this area is very pretty and huge as well. I mean, look at the scale of it. I feel 99% convinced that once you get Flying Mount, that hand is going to be a landmark you can land on and be a sightseeing walk. Yeah, look, all this stuff, like, I wish this stuff had been in, like, the areas like Little Alamigo, so we got to see, like, how their culture, like, sticks out. But still, it's a good start. Wait, hold on. Hold on. That's a snake lady. That is a snake lady. Yep, they just got snake ladies up in here now. Okay. As long as she doesn't turn me to stone, I'm okay with that.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalymo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalymo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
He didn't even juggle for us with the eyes of Nidhogg at the end. Complete letdown, honestly.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monago told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolga it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir, to see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamigan resistance.
Assistance to the resistance? I mean, oh god, if I said that...
Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that.
Give me tongue-tied. Meanwhile, I went to take a nap.
So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones.
Alphino, what did you tell him? For God's sake, honestly. You were able to negotiate with a dragon, and yet this grizzled old bastard, you can't even, like, you know, make it sound like you don't want to get him all killed.
My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
I'll say, Alice saying that shot there was looking very uncanny valley. Alright then. Ooh. Some new armor as well. Nice. We're all going to end up in trouble, aren't we? Yeah, I'll take the tour, why not? Well, explains the snake people. I'm doing this, by the way, just to make use of the Peloton ability so I can get around faster. Well, I think I might be able to... Yeah, I can actually mount in here. Okay. I didn't even realise that, because I just assumed, given it was a city area, that you wouldn't be able to mount, but... Well, shows why I know. Ooh, check that mist. A storm of blood again, the name dropping. Yeah, this was the expansion in which swimming was introduced, so it makes sense that I can go for a quick dip in the pond over here. Yeah, this area is very, very pretty. As you know, in parallel, like if this is the point where they had to move away from dealing with the PS3 and all the limitations that console had, relatively speaking, then no wonder they were able to crank things up a bit more detail-wise. It'll probably still completely buckle my PC at some point, though, because it just loves to do that. I'm going to have it crash and look like the, you know, British teletext at one point, I'm sure of it. Okay, I don't think I actually need any of this armor right now because it's all lower item level than the stuff I have. I think. I'll go in the materia. But yeah, like the stuff you can buy for tomestones at the end of Heaven's Ward is level 270. This is 255, so it's a bit lower, but not massively. Alright. Oh, they're nice enough to move me back here. That's cool. Drum roll, please.
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus.
No way, Jose.
I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Those caveats being...
Alphino, don't mind your tone, mate. Let's just hear him out first.
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions. Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rolga's Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree, but it will take time. And I cannot guarantee universal support.
That guy there's like, behold my magnificent white beard!
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers.
Oh, god damn it, Ilbert.
Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall. And we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
New Stormblood, you might say. Ah! Surprised I didn't drop that there, either.
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Do you want me to come heal as well? I am a white mage on the side. Just offer it.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Meanwhile, I've got a gun. Just tell me where to point it and pull the trigger.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
Why are you looking at me? Don't ask me that question. I don't know.
Margot and Methrid will tell you more.
I smell quest chain.
Understood. We won't let you down.
Oh, this one actually is better than what I've got. Ah, nice. I'll definitely take that then. Funnily enough, I already did that, actually. Oh my god, yes, I have got a cowboy hat! Ah! Amazing. I'm going to shoot the sheriff, the deputy, and the wee doggy too, all in one. It's been a while. Ah, that's right. I remember that now. Might as well pick up the Nargos quest while we're here. Oh, it's fine. People bleed over the floor and the rising stones all the time. I mean, hey, you guys have given me a fantastic new hat to start with. I'm okay with this. Alisei will literally make a blade of light and stab a motherfucker if need be. Okay then. Let's mix things up a little bit for this one then. So, let's check the map. This one's closer, so we'll do this one first. Do Mephrys quest chain. And for him, I'll go in as machinist, but then for the other one, I'll go back to being a black mage. Welcome to the Rhalg's Reach Obstacle Course! That's what it looks like from here, anyway. I could totally parkour over that as a Dragoon. Hey, check that out.
I remember the peaks of Girabania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity, who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
Someone watching us? Someone watching us, Rupai? No? Nah. This is another thing I was thinking about as well, in that, yes, the Empire are the baddies, yes, they invaded. What I need to see at some point, I'm hoping Stormblood will deliver on this, is what they do to the regular common folk of the places they've captured and conquered. Let's see what comes up. Anyway, since we're out and about. Also, the music thus far has been just as awesome as it always is, which is welcome. I'm not 100% certain on this. Is this the point in Final Fantasy XIV's like history in which Masayoshi Soken, I think that's his name, started taking over more from Nobuo Uematsu? I could be wrong on that. But if it is him, then he's doing a bang-up job thus far with the music. You're right, actually, he has been. I'm curious as to what point he started taking over more and more on the music front, but, yeah. Final Fantasy, generally speaking, has always had a strong musical legacy to it, and musical pedigree. There's a giant insect in the road. There isn't a giant insect in the road anymore. Take that. Yep, looks like we're at a new location. New settlement. What on earth is that green thing in the distance? Just be distracted off the beaten path. It's Dustanil or whatever the... It's a ghost? I don't even know. Well, let's kill it. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Alright, keep on the down low so we don't end up pissing off the Viceroy. God damn it. You know, it's just occurred to me actually, Ilberd ruined the endings of both major content expansions, whatever you want to call them, thus far. He's the one who completely screwed us over at the end of Realm Reborn. He screwed us over at the end of Heaven's War. What a bastard! He's like the shit that keeps on giving. It'll turn out not to be dead now by the end of this expansion. And he'll just show up and ruin everything for everyone again. Why, yes, my Chocobo does have a hat. In fact, it's a black mage hat. Oh god, is the camera going to keep zooming forward? The key difference, though, is we're not going to sacrifice them in a blood ritual. That's what we're offering. No blood rituals. Wait, her dad's name was Curtis? I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't. But fucking Curtis, Jesus Christ. He's gonna look at me though and be like, you strange looking dragon man, you can get the fuck out. Well, that could have gone better. Could also admittedly have gone worse, but still. Oh, I don't want the Piety Material. Piety Material sucks. It might be worth getting the fending stuff just for updating the warrior gear. But yes! My Chocobo has a black mage hat. And that is awesome. So my character, as far as my headcanon is concerned, is a black mage first and foremost, so it makes perfect sense for the Chocobo to be a black mage as well. It just unfortunately can't spit fire yet. Why are you so angry, Angry Curl? We're literally just going to go and do a fetch quest. I do enjoy the idea of those brothers having like that bit of nominative determinism. He's always angry and the other one's always frightened. That's because they were named that way by their parents. I'll shoot the talons and the horns off them at 50 paces, don't you worry. There's an unhappy Chipuli right there. Alright, back this way towards the last forest for that quest, and down south for the Death by 1,000 Rocks. Also, holy shit, this place is huge. You're on your own, fried villager, don't get eaten by the giant monsters! Alright, we need a hornbill now, which is this crisser over here. Piano is so good. So, I visit a place occasionally called the Arcade Club, which is not too far from where I live, and it is an arcade, as you might expect. It has, it's a rhythm game called Nostalgia by Konami. Yeah, that's what it's called. And it's basically a piano game. And I think some of these songs will do great on that. I can't play the piano at all, by the way. That game I'm actually decent at, but it's like, well, it's like saying you can play Guitar Hero, but like, you know, play the guitar. Like, they're completely separate things. What, like, the gulf of skill between them is immense. Yeah, but I can see them playing that stuff on that. That'd be great. Unconscionably heavy sax. Oh, good God. That's fine, though. I can be lazy. Good old teleportation magic. You load 10 and 6 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debts. I promise not to sing again for at least another 10 streams, by the way. So yeah, Father was conscripted basically and sent elsewhere. Makes sense. Like I said, I was hoping for some explanations of what it does to the common folk, and that's what we're seeing now here. Which reminds me of another observation I had. Thinking back to Realm Reborn, all the like main 4 villains that we saw. Ritzvin, Lucia, Nero of course, fucking Nero, and Gaius, like, you know, impressive as they look in all that armor and stuff, they're faceless goons, they're just tools at that point. In the Empire, you're not an individual, you're just an instrument. Oh, Oh, I don't like the implication of that at all. Ugh. Yeah, yeah. There's nothing nice to say about what that implies. Anyway, we get new boots as well. She was punching Imperials. The fact that she wasn't punching Imperials in here doesn't mean she wasn't punching them. I remember when she punched, like, Lucia, like, you know, and blocks her attack, like, with her stupid fucking wrist revolvers. So her camera was kind of like, whoop. I feel like a more compelling argument could be made here if, although then again, maybe they don't want to let the knowledge out that, like, yeah, you know, the Alliance will come over the hills to help if we get the Resistance on board. But, well. Yeah, maybe they don't want this to become common knowledge in case the Imperials catch wind of it. Alright, time to get out the double-barreled shotgun. Oh, nothing good ever happens at a place called a Ziggurat. I'm sorry. If there was a club named the Ziggurat, I wouldn't go there. That's all I'm saying. Fucking Ziggurats, honestly. The only good time I ever had in a Ziggurat was in Quake 1, and that was because it was a low gravity level. Alright, time for some cowboy boots. Woo-wee! Alright, let's get to it then. Thank God it's called The Last Forest and not The Last Rainforest, though. That just brings up painful memories. Not even Tim Curry could save that film. Ah, so that's the Ziggurat, the upside-down pyramid there. Also, giant angry red insect monster creature thing. Many of them, as a matter of fact. Huh, southwest, okay. So yeah, basically by the Ziggurat then, by the look of it. Last time I saw something like this, it was in Super Mario Odyssey. I'm about to find another, like, living temple face, like Nickelodeon's Legends of the Hidden Temple. Alright. You know, there's going to be a boulder trap at the top of these stairs. I've played enough Tomb Raider games to know how this works. That's what the Peloton ability's for, though. Come on. Ah, yep. Called it. I see Lise and Meffred are in no hurry to follow me up whatsoever. Alright, time to save the day. Big damn heroes. Fat law help you two were. At least you better uppercut one of those good carrying off the top of this ziggurat, or else we're gonna have words. So yeah, despite how injured he is now, like, he's just had a rough time, like, there's no concessions for that. So again, we're getting these little hints here and there about the Imperials generally being shit. Ooh. Now, I actually don't need any of these, because I have item level 270 weapons on all of my jobs. Search for a cart near the ziggurat, you say? Well, you know, it looks like an awfully long way down. But it's okay. Cheat him away through that one. Told me the White Mage was awesome. Yeah, you know what? That's Saxile. I'm just going to leave that. The less said about it, the better. Ah, there we go. Of course, the the Empire being what it is, they shouldn't need to have, like, a tribute at all. It's just a complete and utter, like, act of dominion. It's just bullshit. They should be able to, in theory, grow all their own food, no problem. But yeah, it's that old phrase, the cruelty is the point. Uh-oh. I see those goons in the distance.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
Oh, are we talking like Pokemon Team Skull or Metal Gear Solid Team Skull here?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
This is just the worst day of this guy's life.
I came to deliver the tributum. Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No! No, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fake? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
But it isn't fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this godforsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
This guy's got like some sort of like little list to him or something, which is a neat little touch.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
Yeah, it makes sense actually at least story-wise is involved in all this because, well, she punches things. But we can't solve everything by simply going in, as Method said, and just, well, shooting or punching them to death.
Poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
There's a time and a place for fighting, but, yeah. Oh, that poor guy, you could just see him limping in the distance, and the Chocobo was just, like, walking very slowly behind him. And then he just gets eaten on the way back by one of those, like, giant blood insects. You thought the Scions were having bad times. Ooh, new gear. All right. I mean, they've both got a point, though. Like, if they literally have no desire, energy... Like, you saw how, like, tired half of them were, like, how hungry, like, worn down. Then having them as, like, soldiers in this war is pointless. But at least he's also right in that, hey, when is enough enough? By any reasonable measure, that threshold was passed long ago. Well, that doesn't surprise me that the Empire's doing that at all, to be honest. Like, you know, keep a population divided. You're resentful towards your own people, and the people doing the oppressing, of course, well, they're not going to turn inwards on the well, bite the hand that feeds, as was mentioned before. Cynical Youth gets a name change to Bloody Hypocrite. You just need to, honestly, you need to go full Oprah, you know, on this. Like, and you get a job stone, and you get a job stone, and you get a job stone, but not you. Don't like it. Alright. Well, that's one person, I guess, and some others maybe. Anyway, before we go and speak to Methrid, we're going to actually go and pick up Minago's quest. So for this, it's back to the classic Black Mage. I wonder what this quest is. Over here, actually. It's a blue one. Because that unlocks things. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's see what's happening over here. Monago knows her stuff. And I get the, of course, I get the Magitech armor, because of course I do. But first, let's roast us a little bird. Bird is sufficiently roasted. Clean up this one as well, actually, while we're here. What on earth even is that? You know what? Never mind. We're gonna get ambushed by the armor out in the middle of nowhere here. Of course we are. Yep, called it. Right, that's them dealt with. In case I've not shown off yet, by the way. Got the perfect emo for my glasses-wearing black mage. It's just a shame there's no like little glints when you do it. But never mind. Incidentally, you can do that emote whether or not you're wearing glasses. So if you've just got nothing on, you just be like, poke yourself in the eye. Alright, they're not followers anymore. Yeah, just get the materia for now instead. Looks like it's not going to be as simple as just teleporting back to Castramorians, even though that would make sense, but never mind. Ooh, look at those trees, that's lovely. Looking forward to getting flying unlocks and seeing what this area is really like. But that won't be for a while, I suspect. If it's anything like Heaven's Ward, unlocking flying will happen probably when the quests for this area are all done. We're ready to move on. So it'll be more just for the sights of it and such. Oh dear. Oh, no, we're good. Yeah, it makes sense for Barnes to get involved in this. This is his homeland as well. In fact, if we can just teleport back there, can't we? I know it's lazy of me to do that, but sod it. Speed things up a little bit, can't we?
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
Yeah, but as usual, there's a couple of snags.
Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Yes. In giant letters.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
I mean, speaking for myself, if I was ever asked to join the Resistance and it was revealed, oh, blood rituals! Sacrifice your souls. I'm like, nope. Not a chance. But Argo knows her stuff. You get the impression she's been doing this for a while.
This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them.
So I have a question, and maybe people in chat can answer this, but is Pippin Raban's biological son? I don't want to get too deep into implications of if the answer to that is yes or not. I'm just curious.
I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that.
I thought as much, Parallel, thanks for clarifying. I wouldn't have been bothered one way or another if he actually was, but I was just not quite clear on that.
Even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamigan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
Aye. Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from miles around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
So, on the one hand, we have a quest chain that is entirely about avoiding open conflicts, and another of which is about open conflicts. And these aren't necessarily contradictory, it's just under the different terms of engagement, like, you know, the Alliance helping out, as opposed to, I'm just some random farmer who could barely, like, you know, stand. I'm not going to take a pitchfork to a suit of Magitech armor. It doesn't work like that. And as for the fact that I missed that detail, in my defense, I was probably very drunk at the time. Heck, you can even check the VOD to confirm it. Alright, let's make this happen. I get to blow up Imperials with fire magic. I mean, where do I sign? Definitely got to get the aiming jacket for the machinist. Gonna switch out my Alliance gear for my Maelstrom gear for looking like a cowboy. How can I miss out on that? Speaking of which... Yeah! Check that out! That's a good looking bit of kit, that. It's not a full duster as I'd have liked, but still. Anyway, I'm not giving up the Black Mage look for a long time, though. This armor looks great. All the other, like, level 60 artifacts armor, in my opinion, just... it didn't really gel with me. Before we do that... an ether current. Might as well do this while we're here. And yeah, you can see Ishgardian soldiers now turning up as well. Oh, heck yeah. You're asking me to pilot a suit of Magitech armor to blow up some drones? I think I will. Boing, 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 boink. In fact, does this work on... does this work on regular enemies? It doesn't, but I think they might ignore me? Yeah, they're ignoring me. Oh, no, they're not. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna just pop in here and just get this over with. Oh, missed that entirely. Okay, I think that's it. We've got some more to destroy. Yes, we do. Yeah, the Ravager gear for the Warrior looks alright. But I think the original one just looks really solid as far as Warrior gear goes. Black Mage, not a fan of the giant hat, to be quite honest. White Mage, nah, that looks terrible in my opinion. Dragoon... the problem with the Dragoon sets that I've seen is that they all feel massively over-designed on the theme of, like, dragon wings and stuff. The original is certainly the better of the sets that I've seen thus far. Machinist is what you expect. It's goggles and a Machinist coat. It looks fine. I like the red goggles in particular. Line them up, knock them down. Alright. I might not need to actually have this mount anymore. Yeah, we'll leave that there for now because we completed the quest. Right then, since we're over here, it's just down the way actually, let's go deal with those Imperials. But yeah, the Ravager set for the Warrior is alright. The rest, yeah. Alright. Let's cast Rewarrants. Alright. Oh, in fact, where's Robin? Oh, he's over there. Damn it. Right, let's get a move on then. What on earth is that? That's straight out of that old DreamWorks CG film Robots. That's great. That tree's desperate to get me, but he won't. Try as he might. Alright. Well, excuse me just a moment, Robin. I'm just going to go and have a inspect this swirling green mist down here. Alright. Let's begin. Let's initiate Operation Blow Shit Up. Oh, he's still got...
didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces.
I see he's got a bandage on his cheek. I want to believe that I'm going to beat him now, and he's going to keep reappearing throughout the entire expansion. And he's going to gradually have more and more bandages on until eventually he's completely encased in, like it's something out of Catch-22. That he just can't move. I'll get you, Warrior of Light!
It's like all my name days have come at once.
He's said that at least once before.
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head. That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush. Attack!
Let's do this.
Get after them, damn you!
I think it's taking a... Oh. Got more of them.
Now I've gotcha.
Yeah, let's actually work on the prototype. That's the thing we should be fighting. Nope, I lost my target for some reason there. Let's try that again. Alright. Stragglers have been mopped up. I see what's going on here. Nicely done, Roban. Nope, gone to my mine now. Stay the hell away from that. 2 mines, as a matter of fact. Run away! Run away! Scrub. Ah, he's got his fucking YouTuber O face on. Alright, this looks like a DPS check. That's fine, I've got my DPS rotation down. This thing's gonna blow the fuck up.
Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I passed harder stools than these piles of scrap.
You should go see a doctor about that.
You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
We could go and stop him. You know? He's a big dude wearing a lot of armor. He's not moving very fast. Oh, never mind.
Aye, run and tell your viceroy. The day belongs to Alamigo.
Fair enough. We'll let him live for that reason, I guess. Woo! Later, dude. What we got? What we got? What we got? Blah 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 blah. No, I don't need any new weapons, as I say. Alright, back to the Reach to cash in all our quests. Oh, I see you, tree. Not interrupting me getting a teleport off. Oh yeah, we can use the Ethernets at the teleports here. So let's do that. And somewhere Master Miller from Metal Gear Solid 5 is just like, the skulls! And let's wrap it up with Binago. Thumbs up. Alright. What comes next then? Oh, we're taking on another castrum so soon. Damn. We're not messing around here. Good God. From the files of Thunderbolt Fantasy comes a rejected villain design. Looking forward to burning that banner the fuck down in the future. I am so bored of all of this.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
You know...
Near total. Go on.
All I can think to myself is, giving bad news in the Empire, in the military, by which I mean, that's be the worst place to be in. I mean, this guy has got... Like, do you know like those like kitchen knife holders that you have? You know, one's got the bread knife, the short knife, the long knife, etc. That's what he's got there, but it's just a ridiculous Magitech weapon thing. Is it, you know, is he going to start selling it on QVC? Yeah, like that thing there, he's going to... Like, you've got 3 different ways you can be killed for giving bad news.
There was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Oh, Grimval's just... He's going to end up cleaning toilets by the end of Stormblood.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
Told you, delivering bad news is just the worst thing.
My lord,
Cowards who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes.
Big talk from a dude who sits back on a chair and looks bored.
Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings.
Snooker? I don't know.
Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting.
I practiced this speech for many hours in the mirror last night.
Dance, one which asks much of my hounds.
Oh, he's got to have an Unleash the Hounds moment.
And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
Drop a grand piano on them, clearly. I'm not dead, but I do have a suggestion. Which one of these lot do you think is the main character?
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
Well, bad news all around. Don't think I need any... Yeah, I don't need any of these. More materia. Alright then. That's probably a good place as any to actually end the stream, to be quite honest, because we've got the opening salvo of the of Stormblood done. I'll be back more than likely this Friday to continue. I'll do a longer stream, couple of hours. And in the meantime, I'll get some of the other like side content done in this area, like get the ether currents cleaned up. But yeah, thanks very much to everyone who's joined, or if you're watching this on the VOD, hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll return later this week with more Stormblood, but until then, thank you very much, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all soon.